Before we start the video, if you want to enter this month's giveaway on the channel, all you have to do is leave a like in the video down below, be subscribed to the channel, and leave a comment on the video down below, something relevant to the video as well as you've liked the video. If you do this on multiple videos or more videos you do it on, the better chances and odds increase of you winning the giveaway. Good luck. Sledgehammer back at it again, making moves with COD. So anyways, if you can't tell by the title or the thumbnail today, well, you obviously can because that's why I clicked on the video. So yeah, we're going to be talking about Call of Duty World War II, everything to do with everything we know so far, and all the leaks, and basically this being an actual thing, because first of all, I can definitely say that this would be something Sledgehammer Games will be interested in, as they are developing the Call of Duty this year in 2017, because they made a big breach in the Call of Duty world to add the thrust or kind of exomechanic-esque movement system, and then forever onwards since then we've only seen just that in different forms, where we've had thrust jumping, which is in Black Ops 3 with a chain-based movement, Infinite Warfare with the exact same thing, but it almost seems like in Infinite Warfare you're kind of less restricted, you can literally just jetpack everywhere and anywhere, and it feels very light, where either in Black Ops 3 it feels kind of clunky, and then in Advanced Warfare the first movement made for the movement system being changed besides boots on the ground, which is what we're said to be getting this year in 2017. If this is true, it's obviously going to be the case, but they had the double jumping and the dashing in mid-air, so Sledgehammer again, I mean, it makes sense because they made a massive kind of move in the Call of Duty community and the just franchise as a whole, and I don't know if it's just like Sledgehammer's thing this, but they always seem to kind of make the move at a time where it's needed, because think about it, when we got to Call of Duty Ghosts at the end of that, people were saying, I don't want another COD like this is just getting stale at this point. I mean, I know Ghosts wasn't everybody's favourite Call of Duty ever, but at that point everybody wanted some form of change, and well, we got it. We couldn't complain about the change that was being made because we wanted drastic changes on behalf of what we got presented to us with Call of Duty when Ghosts was the newest Call of Duty, because we were like, this isn't what we want. So then Sledgehammer, the third developing company in the cycle, came along and thought, hey, I'm just going to switch things up here, and everybody welcomed at first in the trails and everything the concept and idea of the XO movement. They had open arms for it, like they just thought, yeah, let's have this in the franchise, and then when we got it, it wasn't exactly something we wanted, but then people really couldn't complain because we asked for drastic change, and now the community more than ever is thriving again to go away from this movement system that Advanced Warfare or Sledgehammer Games have brought into the cycle, and nobody has kind of before now thought to go away from. So Sledgehammer have took it upon themselves to think, hey, why don't we just go back and give them what they want again, and if it's not exactly what they want, then they can't complain because we tried and we're the first people to make this move. Now, with all my personal context taken into consideration, because I know you guys have probably watched a lot of videos on this so far, I want to just present to you the leaked images that the same Reddit user who leaked the artwork, first of all, or the first ever leak for Infinite Warfare being announced as a Call of Duty on Reddit, he leaked this Call of Duty this year, Call of Duty World War II. So what do you guys think? There's a lot of images here, first starting out with them on the battleground. No forefront character. I mean, if you watched Alier's video, he said that, but he's right about it, because let's look at the last case that Sledgehammer made. Advanced Warfare, we've got a main character on the front there, and it doesn't seem to be there's any individuality or kind of someone singled out to be a main forefront character or someone that we might be playing as or being very familiar with in the campaign of the game, because let's face it, it's not all just multiplayer Call of Duty. I know a lot of people are like, well, we just want to play online, but yeah, they still have to have the storyline, and to be honest, now more than ever needed really, until we go back to times like Call of Duty World at War, which was a World War II based game. They need to stray away from what they had. They may be able to pick ideas and concepts off it and use it in their own game, but at the same time they need to appeal to real life events that happened and kind of integrate the Call of Duty feel in there at the same time, which might be a task for someone or a company that's never made a boots on the ground game before, hence why people are going, oh, Call of Duty 2017 boots on the ground, but they're not thinking about Sledgehammer Games when it comes to actually making boots on the ground, because they're not exactly familiarised with it entirely with the previous Call of Duty titles they've made, or just games overall. So whilst I'm showing you guys the images that were leaked on a video by a YouTuber called The Family Video Gamers, which is kind of like a weird generic name, almost like mine is The Friendly Machine, but I'm going to read a quote from Michael Condrey that he said when Advanced Warfare actually first came out or something like that. He's the leader studio head of Sledgehammer Games, by the way, and he stated that he did want to see another Call of Duty set in World War II. Quote unquote, he said, I think a next generation game with a latest production values and robustness in a World War II setting like Band of Brothers would be amazing. And then furthermore, in 2015, Activision Publishing CEO Eric Hirschberg said in an interview, I hope I got his name right, so yeah, Eric Hirschberg said in an interview that it's certainly possible, in quotation marks, so the certainly possible is what he said, that there would be another World War II Call of Duty game, because those kind of things happen. Because obviously it's not going to go on being the same stale game where we make one movement and then we stick with it for years and years on end. It's not going to be like that forever, and like it's been proven before with Advanced Warfare, that's the first step, or major step, in going in that direction. It's not going to stay the same forever. And then Hirschberg also said, so there's definitely a chasing of innovation and new ideas within a well-worn genre that lead people to similar conclusions like changing time periods. And of course I think that opens up the opportunity for what is old is new again. So, I mean, does that really say it all, to be honest? Because they were in favour of this type of game in World War II or kind of Vietnam setting, which is actually something that happened in the time of making Advanced Warfare, and I think they actually started making a game, but then they scrapped it at the same time and then made Advanced Warfare. I'm not entirely sure on that. There will be other videos about that on YouTube, but that's not entirely important because we've already got the direct quotes from the head of Sledgehammer Games and Activision and people like that, the people who matter, who are actually going forward with the developing and publishing of this game this year. And the final thing really to kind of conclude upon the point that these leaks are 99% real is the fact that a YouTube user, I'm not sure what name, but you guys will see a picture of the actual screenshot and then his username on your guys' screen right now, and it basically shows a reveal trailer or some form of leak trailer or kind of gameplay or kind of cinematic or whatever to do with actual video animation of Call of Duty 2017, which is leaked, like we already know now, for the 50th time to be World War II, and Activision actually copyright striked it. So does this mean that that video contained things that Activision own, but they were leaked somehow and obviously somebody had already uploaded it, even though Activision do own it because they do own the rights over Call of Duty, they kind of publish it for God's sake, so you know what I mean? Like, if anything's owned in there, then all of it's owned, because how would they get little things and just integrate it into the trailer if none of it was true? But then it'd have to be true because it needs to fit a specific market, which is a World War II. Entirely based, as it even says in the title, like I've just said then, game, World War II. I don't know how they could, if it was an unorthodox approach by Sledgehammer themselves, where they've actually just gone ahead and made Advanced Warfare 2, which we all, I mean, come on, I don't think that's going to happen. I hope it doesn't anyway. I hope this is true, because to be honest, it would get the COD community all together again and banded together, because this is not only the start of like an actual time set COD where actual events happened, but the start of Nazi zombies was in Call of Duty World at War, which is the first time period COD like I just mentioned, and then we get all that nostalgia back again. It'd almost feel like, I mean, when was the last time we had this feeling? Like Black Ops 1 or something, because that was a Vietnam set Call of Duty, and every COD since then's either been modern or in the future, like Modern Warfare 3, then we went to Black Ops 2, and that was in 2025, which hasn't even happened yet in itself. We're only in 2017, for God's sake. That's everything we know right now, that's everything we need to discuss, so what I want to know is your guys' opinions in the comment section down below, and leave a like on this video if you want to see this as a new Call of Duty in 2017, or just generally boots on the ground. Like for boots on the ground, I'm not fishing for likes or anything, but yeah, if you want to enter the giveaway as well, that's at the start of the video mentioned in the disclaimer, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you all for watching again, and peace out.